I think the important thing is, because it's quite often quite a solitary job being a promoter, and you think that the problems you're up against are just problems which you're the only person who's facing them. So getting everyone together so that everyone can share and swap stories and give advice to each other, I think that's really important. I think it really helps that people know that actually it's not just me, and to learn how to cope with problems that other people have been through before.
You talked in your speech earlier about Harlow and how much that venue meant to you. Could you just tell us a little bit about that and how much a small music venue meant to you growing up?
I went to Harlow as a student. I was living in Diggs, and I made some friends on my course. I was studying journalism, but really, as someone who came from the sticks, going somewhere, having like a home from home, it was amazing walking in and just finding all these people who were open and enthusiastic about loads of things I never even thought about the world, really, and recommended books I'd never read and records I'd never listened to, taught me about politics. I learnt so much from this group of people who were strangers one week and then some of your best friends within a month. Plus you get to see all these bands, a load of local bands, and we all got involved, and it gave you that real sense of community, I think, which I wouldn't have had if I'd have just been retiring to my digs every evening.
What do you think is the most urgent thing right now that needs to be done to help save grassroots music venues?
I think we have to make councils really aware of the job that they do. I think a lot of councils like the idea of these venues, or at least I hope they do, but I think we have to make them really understand how culturally important they are, but how socially important they are as well, that they're places for people to gather in. I mean, with Harlow Square, for instance, now the square's shut, where do all the people go who are slightly alternative of thought? Where do all the kids go? I mean, even the kids who just used to go there after the pubs closed on a Saturday night, well, where do they go now? They've got nowhere to go. And it's really important that you cater for everyone in your town, I think. I genuinely believe, there should be a choice and there should be a space for people to go to, which isn't the local drive-in, restaurant or somewhere,
Okay, finally, how important do you think the Music Venue Trust is in changing and helping grassroots music venues?
Music Venue Trust is absolutely integral, I think. I think it's, there is strength in numbers, I think. One of the problems when we first started was venues were fighting their own fight individually, bringing everyone together and also having all the information available in one place and having experts on board who can immediately give out advice to people who are struggling with whatever problem it is. I think that's so important, really, to ensure that not just venues stop closing, but new venues open up. It's not just about trying to stem the tide of venues being under threat or closing down. This is about regrowing grassroots music at a really important time for the British music industry.